I try to be the musician's musician, if that makes sense. I try to basically open the mind up, but with my music. I try to have a spiritual outlook on life, but with just musical instruments. So I guess the musician, type of musician I am, I'm a jazz musician, really. One way that I definitely differ from other musicians is that, for one thing, I am musical, so I actually play instruments. And another thing is that my mindset is just way different. I uh, I wish sometimes I was in the 1950s making jazz music with Coltrane and Miles and Bill Evans and all the jazz greats. But yeah, I differ just because I'm a musician. I feel like I'm a jazz musician trapped in modern times. Where technology is just starting to take off. So I'm just left with no choice but to use electrical instruments to recreate the feeling of what I want to do. I'm not a person who makes the trendy hip hop that you hear on the radio now. I'm not a person who associates myself with, like Young Thug, Lil Uzi, that type of music. I'm not a person who is a part of that. I'm not a person who makes music like that, and I don't even associate artists with the same artists as that. So I DJ parties and I play that type of music and stuff, and I let people know. I always remind people I play the music at parties, but I do not do not want to make this music. It's not appealing to me. It's not musical. But yes, I've been discriminated with my music, so it's like oh, this conscience hip hop, this conscience rapper, he's gonna talk about something uplifting, and we just trying to party and have a good time. He gonna say something, so let's not have him freestyle or let's not have him play his music. But yeah, I have been discriminated. I had a couple of struggles growing up as a young, black man that's trying to be a musician, that's trying to, have a dream. Well, one struggle was your parents not understanding your dreams, your ambitions, your goals in life. So, for one thing, it was very, 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 very difficult to explain to people what I want to do, how I wanted to go about it. It's because a lot of people, I'm so used to a lot of people rejecting my ideas because they just simply say that's dumb. Like, it's not going to work. So, for my music to come out the way it comes out and for it to come out the way I want it to come out, not nobody else or nobody else have any influences on my music is a very nice accomplishment because early on, um, being a musician, you try to impress people, and it's very, very rough trying to find yourself, trying to completely be yourself and find yourself in a musical field, especially when you're the only person doing it. So the only person I have to reference off of is myself, majority of the time, still to this day. And, my parents, they didn't, we didn't have a lot of money growing up. I wasn't a kid with the Jordans, fresh Jordans every 6 months. We was better off. We was better off than a lot of people, but we was still, behind. So a lot of opportunities. I could have been places, been out of state, had opportunities like that, but it didn't come to me because my parents didn't have enough money, and it put a lot of strain on a young musician who's trying to dream big. It put a lot of strain on you because it's all you see, so you just think that you're gonna end up that way. But luckily for me, I just kept my head on right. Only person I listen to, well, only person I influence is myself. I listen to everything, but the only person who is in charge of doing it is myself. So to make myself an influence was a big struggle. Trying to make sure that I'm my only influence. That was the biggest struggle. But I've overcame a lot of it, like 80% of it, and got a little 20 more to go.